last night was a beautiful night. Not only did we have Thanksgiving, the Dolphins lost to the Packers. And the Packers tried in the end to let the Dolphins come back, but thankfully, the Dolphins lost that game and are now put in a weird spot because now they have the same amount of losses as us, which works out very well because for a little bit of time, they were the top of the wild card hunt list because they, again, had 6 losses. Now they got 7, and they do play the Jets next week, and then they play the Texans. Hopefully, the Texans can take care of business. Play the 49ers. I think the 49ers will take care of business. The Browns, and then the Jets again. So they have, again, still a interesting rest of the season, but they had 6 losses. So we needed them to fluff out because they were going on a run. They beat the Rams. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Patriots. And it was like, okay, the Dolphins are about to be a problem. Well, not anymore. Dolphins, no longer an issue. So let's talk about the rest of this. And again, listen, I know I get to comment every single time. Dude, the season's over. We're not making the playoffs, bro. Give up. My job is to cover the Cincinnati Bengals, okay? My job is to cover every chance possible for us to make the playoffs. Because that's the goal. That's the goal of every player, every coach, everyone. I want to make the playoffs. Even if we don't go far. I think we're going to go far, but even if we don't, I still want us to win. Okay? If there's a chance, we're going to go for it. 13% chance. Now, obviously, if you lose the Steelers this week, you drop to a 3% chance, and you're done. You're done, okay? You need everything to go your way in order to that. But we take care of business this week and get the job done, it's an 18% chance, right? And obviously, we need some other things to happen. If the Browns could beat the Broncos on Monday Night Football, excuse me, I might actually I might fly away. Because I would be so freaking delighted. We do need the Colts to lose, which actually is very possible versus the Patriots, to be honest. I kind of thought, I don't know, the Patriots suck, but I don't know, because the Colts last week versus the Lions, again, Lions, a great team. The Bears this week kind of superseded that, but that's divisional. I'm not going to throw that out of the window, kind of like AFC North football. NFC North football is also very similar in that aspect. But the Colts are a weird team. They're ups and downs. Sometimes they're cool. Sometimes they're kind of on the fence about it. Anyway, we do need the Falcons to win as well. But I do want to go ahead and just point this out real fast, right? Before we get into all the scenarios. If we win out, okay, in case you're wondering, we now sit at a 93% chance to make the playoffs. So, again, you got to win out, okay? We could, sugarcoat this all you want. You got to win out. Obviously, yes, if certain scenarios happen, they do help you out. But you control as much of your destiny as possible. And we don't control our destiny. I'm not saying that. I'm saying right now, we control a lot of the destiny. We control 94% of our destiny. 93% of our destiny. So, yes, other things have to happen too. So, even if we did win out, what's the scenario that would have to happen? And I guess I'll just take these out yet again. Alright, so if we were to win out, now it's at 94. It's 93, 94%. They run 100,000 simulations. What is this? 36,000 simulations. Alright, so let's say this week, it's funny, we want the Ravens to win because we want somebody to win the AFC North. And that could be us. We want somebody to win it. But let's say, for example, I didn't put this game in yet. Packers beat the Dolphins. 95%. Again, there's so many simulations. This is why it happens. But let's say the Ravens beat the Eagles, okay? Okay, that's good. Again, you might think, well, wouldn't you want the Eagles to win? No, because what we don't want ties, okay? We don't want tiebreakers. Ravens lose to the Eagles. Now we got tiebreaker between the Steelers, the Ravens, and if there gets to a point where that's a three-way tiebreaker or potentially other teams in the wild card, we don't want that. We want definite, figure it out, okay? Falcons beat the Chargers. Let's be realistic. Let's go down and see what we actually realistically think could happen. Okay. Texans beat the Dolphins. That's realistic. Ravens beat the Steelers in Baltimore. Okay. Chargers beat the Broncos. And we're close. Chiefs beat the Texans. Okay. Oh, we are so close. Chiefs beat the Steelers. And that's going to be 100. That's 100. So, again, we control as much of our destiny as possible, right? But if the Chiefs beat the Steelers, which I think everyone watching this video right now can realistically say, yeah, this is probably going to happen. Chargers beat the Broncos. Actually, this game doesn't even matter. I just realized that. Because at that point, yeah. So, take that game off. The Chiefs beat the Texans. Does that game even matter for us? Nope, it does not. Okay. Let's see all the games we could take off. Okay, this game does matter a lot, obviously, for the Steelers to get knocked out. This game does matter for that. So, and I don't think the Ravens game matters. It does not matter. Okay. We have to win out, right? And there's different scenarios here. And I guess the Ravens game somehow does matter for tiebreaker purposes, whatever. So, we have to win out 100%. If the Ravens beat the Eagles this week, the Texans beat the Dolphins, the Ravens beat the Steelers, and the Chiefs beat the Steelers. That's intense purposes. That's one of our pathways to the playoffs, right? That's one of it. But there's a million different pathways here, okay? That's one, right? Ravens beat the Texans. That's another pathway to the playoffs. Actually, 99%. So we would need, I don't know, say Chiefs beat Broncos. Ravens beat Browns, whatever. Again, there's, overall wise, we have to take care of what we can take care of, which is we have to win, right? We have to win out. But if we win out, yeah, there's a lot of scenarios that leads us to the playoffs. But again, we have to take care of our damn business. And, it sucks. We're in a situation where we need things to happen. But we're thankfully in a situation where we don't need a lot, okay? We need one of probably 25, 30 different scenarios to happen. And if one thing goes way crazy, like again, the Browns beat the Broncos, that's a humongous bonus, right? And again, obviously, crazy things have to happen in certain scenarios, but most of the scenarios aren't really that crazy insane. Most of them are kind of logical. Like Browns beat the Steelers, that's crazy. In Pittsburgh, is it possible? Absolutely. They did it, in Cleveland a couple weeks ago, or last week. Bengals beat Titans, obviously, yes. Well, first off, we have to win out, 100%. But yeah, so again, like I said, anything is possible. I'm still going to talk about it until we are mathematically out because, well, mathematically, until we have 8 losses, okay? Until we have 8 losses. Because again, anything is possible, and I'm always going to root for my team to make the playoffs. The goal of this team is not to rebuild, it's to go to the playoffs and go win a Super Bowl. That's our goal. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one.